Hello, I'm Blake Godby with Vintage Motors of Sarasota. We are on to part 2 of our XK140 fixed head coupe project. We're going to be starting off with doing the rear end. Removing that, we're going to have David over there doing whatever David does, and the bearded wonder who is right behind Dana. So as he lifts it, I'll mention that again, it is a Borg-Warner 3-speed automatic transmission. It has a straight 6-cylinder engine, dual overhead cams. We'll show you how not so wonderful it looks underneath here. So obviously in part 1 we talked about taking all of the front suspension off, and it is filthy. This car sat for over a decade. I don't know what people did or didn't do, or people did prior to it sitting, but you can see like a little bit of overspray here on the horn. We're going to be cleaning this all off, painting, making it look a lot fresher. It will look like a totally different car when we are done. We have an oil leak here. Oh my gosh, a Jaguar that leaks oil. Transmission mount, toast. The engine mount is also of the same. The exhaust,
I'm cutting that. These cooling fins, or structural fins of this casting for the differential, really love to catch dirt. And, you know, people don't pressure wash their cars anymore, I guess, so like...
It's gotta be like 3 decades of dirt.
Look. All of this is just coming out because it's just caught on this one ridge. And we have to clean that up. So not only is it just holding oil, so it's not dry.
It's coming out of this seal up here in the front.
Incredibly difficult to clean up even if it's on the floor. So it is just an absolute disgusting mess.
The exhaust. It's not supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be shiny. Somebody painted it black. And then up here, somebody welded a different pipe on. This almost looks like it's too big to even go on this pipe.
This wasn't supposed to be welded, but it is.
Nope. Yep. So there's that. Transmission, obviously we need to fix that, clean it up, get that out of the car. That is not what we're doing in this video today. We're focusing on all back here. The leaf springs, you bought new ones?
Yes, they are on the way.
Shockingly not as expensive as I thought they were going to be.
Big discrepancy between the suppliers though, for some reason.
The bushings are, I don't even really see a bushing up here anymore. This is one of those things where as a shop, you have to think, do I want to spend all the time and labor fixing these leaf springs that were originally in there and painting them, putting new bushings in them, or just buy new ones, not waste the time, put them in the car? So this is one of those things where we elected to just buy new ones and put them in the car. We have very large painted fuel lines. There are rubber hoses for the fuel lines. The fuel pump is toast, and everything is disgusting up here. There are some spider eggs over there. Gross. We're going to try to wash all this off, try to get all this flaking undercoating or whatever they did. Because the floors are nice in this car, actually. The structure is good. The finish is bad. A few more transmission. What am I even talking about? We have a few more front suspension bits. This is just like from part 1. We're basically going to clean these up like Dana's been doing already. Make them look nice. Then we have a few bigger parts that will also be nice. There's going to be a couple things I'm going to change up here. Instead of just doing black on everything, these are for the sway bar. So these go on the sway bar bushings. They go up to the frame. They clamp down for the sway bar. There's a bushing that goes up, down in here. So these are actually supposed to be black, but I'm going to make them a kind of gray color, contrast, instead of making it like a black blob underneath the car. So it's a little extra, but so we'll start that. Anyway, I'll take it away, Dana.
Thanks. I gotta start with the tiny ones.
Well, if you don't have to, if you don't want to.
No, it's okay.
So underneath the XK, in order to remove the rear axle, actually get the transmission out, eventually we're gonna have to remove the drive shaft and a few other bits and components here and there, brake hardware and whatnot. First thing that's gonna come out is the exhaust. And unfortunately, all of the clamped joints that we have here have somewhat seized. At this point, it's easier to just use a reciprocating saw and cut the exhaust here, remove these two ends here, remove the ends at the headers, and just pull the exhaust apart in 2 or 3 pieces, since we're going to be replacing literally the entire thing. I'm not sure what my next step will be, but more than likely brake hydraulics, handbrake linkages. So we'll see. One's just held in by a zip tie now, so we can just cut that and remove it. That's one. Cool.
Exhaust is removed. And man, does it look not fresh. There's a nice cuts though.
So, handbrake linkage.
Looking at that, it looks like it's easier to loosen these clamps and take this pin out.
Adjustment.
You're gonna be battling that wonderful rust and paint today?
No, to be honest with you, the rust has not been that bad. Like, to remove things, it's mainly just the caked on dirt. That's the only thing that gets built up and gross.
Somebody basically made these cotter pins and castle nuts. Let me show you. This is a castle nut. There is a hole in the side of this part where it screws down on, where you would put a cotter pin through. And somebody put oversized cotter pins in all of them. David struggled to get them all out.
And they rusted and became a massive pain to remove, so.
That's a cotter pin right there that Robert is struggling to get out.
Yep, it's stuck. All the hardware still comes out just fine. It's just covered in tons and tons of dirt and oil.
More cowbell? That was a good idea. Come on. Come on. Where's Dave when we need him?
Who?
Dave.
At home with his
Oh. At home with Come On. What was its name again?
Matt told us that Dave said he named that cat COVID.
I forgot about that. We had a guy, Dave, who used to work for us. He named the cat that used to be behind our old building COVID.
Which he then captured this cat and took it home.
I forgot that he captured the cat.
A feral cat that's been outside its entire life. He'd been feeding it for 5 years.
Yeah, well, as long as you've been around, right? Hey, look, more castle nuts and
chassis side.
right there.
Drive shaft should come out around that.
Oh, these ones are nice. You like that? The cotter pins on this one are soft. Oh no.
There aren't any cotter pins on the opposite side, so that's really nice.
You have to fully remove this drive shaft to get it out,
Not
or
at
just
all.
leave it here?
Just leave it there, really.
Yeah, so we just have to remove the Jubo.
I prefer Guibo.
So those are castle nuts, or they're cotter, I guess.
There are not.
So somebody put this together wrong.
But yeah, this isn't even a cotter pin on this one. This
Oh,
one's
actually,
just like
this-
someone's string.
So actually, this is supposed to be safety wire on that one.
Like safety wire all the way around?
Either all around or in pairs.
Come on.
Soon, we'll only have rear drum brakes and front disc brakes.
Yuck.
Drums aren't that bad.
Drums are awful.
American drums are not bad.
Drums in general are bad.
You more of a guitar guy, or
I'm the bassist.
you're a racist?
That doesn't need to be undone.
And how to get the cable out.
Where do these oh, they just go right on back here. Obviously, it locks it up. It's pretty weird looking, this extra piece back here.
You are too.
It actuates the wheel cylinder directly.
Can I ask you guys another question? Did you guys remove this?
I did.
Okay, I was like, is this thing driving around like this?
Grease fitting is in your way.
I can't wait to clean this all up. It's gonna look great when I'm done.
How does this work?
Those are probably 14. Whatever the equivalent is in American.
I was thinking 13.
Or Whitworth.
Are you tagging them and bagging them?
That's exactly what I'm doing. Because guess who doesn't? You too. You also don't do it.
Normally, I put them in the bag. Writing down what they are on the bag is my problem.
This is dumb.
Clean off the dirt and make sure that you're doing the right thing.
Oh, the bolt's out. It looks like you just have to spread it and then you pull
It
the
looks
cable
like
out.
it.
Yes.
Clean off the dirt first and look.
There's no other anything.
It doesn't open, I guarantee.
I'm trying to spread it enough to where it will pull out.
Robert spread it.
Ew.
Then how do you get it out?
I don't know.
Maybe you just remove it from the end and it stays until you have to replace it, but then you just let it sit there?
I don't know. I can't see the end of it because it's blocked by the car.
What do you mean? There's no car.
Can you let it down a little?
Another one.
Did you see? Well, that would have been from the inboard side.
Probably. Over here. Yes.
I guess the small one was on the outboard side.
Right.
That was on the outside.
Yeah. Nice catch.
There's that one.
Nice catch. Safely would be nice.
Yes.
The whole.
There's the 17.
Stupid.
I don't expect it to go anywhere, but I'd like to hold on to it.
Yeah, no. Let me get the other side too. I think that's out. It is indeed.
Okay. All right. If you want to bring her down a couple inches. All right, stop there. Let's pull it back a little bit. Now watch this side if you can see that side.
I can.
Okay. It's fine. It's clear here. All right, you're clear of everything. You can go all the way. Okay, and then just because there's a little more, we'll push the Aston out, roll this outside on here. Just pressure wash the whole damn thing.
It definitely looks even dirtier out of the vehicle. But it's kind of cool seeing it like this. He's gonna take the leaf springs off. Both these. That way I can pressure wash and actually get a good clean on all of this stuff. Right there. What do they call that? Shackles and what is that thing? A spring what?
Is there a bolt going through the middle attaching it?
Nope.
No? I mean, it's English. You never
Yes.
know what they might do.
There is?
There's a nut.
Oh, no,
Oh, wow.
no, I see it. It's a locator pin and it's rusted in place.
There's a nut on the bottom.
Yeah, don't take that out. Just hit it with a hammer. One of them. Stand back.
Oh!
I don't like that.
Oh, man. One and done there.
You may need to keep the shackles.
We got Thor's hammer over here.
Hold on to it.
All right, take it outside.
Outside we go. You can still see the dust flying around. I use a little simple green, all-purpose cleaner. Not gonna go crazy. A little bit, knock this off, and then I'll use some, what I like to call oven cleaner. If you haven't used oven cleaner, it's red stuff, smells terrible, I have to wear a mask for it. For this, don't really have to wear a mask. Everything's being rebuilt back here, all this stuff. It's bad. New owner's gonna have a fresh car. This part of the pumpkin here, the seal is bad, as you can see from the filth everywhere. All right, I'm gonna let this soak. Come back with a pressure washer. Thanks, Robert. You can see that this is original because of the sort of red primer that they used underneath. That's just a small tidbit, but and it's got dirt everywhere. Don't worry about water getting in there. We're gonna be cleaning it and everything like that inside too, so.
You got that side? Yep.
Special delivery. Right?
Yeah.
We're gonna pop these bushings out anyway.
Okay.
So just right here.
Just in the middle, in between them. What time is it?
Don't want it in my armpit. Burns. Gas in
Hey.
general burns.
It doesn't smell like the worst ever, but it definitely doesn't smell good. I've smelled a lot worse. Let her fly. I know. Okay. Okay, well, there's not that much in there.
No.
That's okay. And I haven't seen any large crud fly out of it yet.
Let's reach inside. Let's find out. Oh, nope. There's a thing here.
Was it like a shield?
I don't know. Yeah, there's some. Yucky.
You can see a little seepage here. And I'm gonna clean and paint this whole thing. It's gonna look great when I'm done. We're gonna be here all day watching this drip.
No, that's fine. We're good.
All right, well, let's continue to remove, David.
We have to. Yeah, this is stupid.
This is really dumb.
Can we go forward with it? Let's go forward with it again.
That's forward. That's it.
Yeah, but roll it also.
Yeah, that's as far forward as I got.
Okay.
You try to pry it off?
There, it's off.
It's off?
Yep.
We got something else. There's something else up there.
It's
Home
there.
itself.
Street.
No, it's not.
Come on now.
I'm pulling as hard as I can.
Don't pull hard.
Just pull forward.
There is no forward. It's hitting this part of the frame.
Nope. Push on in the way. Yeah.
Oh, hold it.
Victory! Damn. They have improved. It's got a nice bend there. But the sheen looks nice. Look at them. So technically we're on day 2 at this point because working on cars is a very time-consuming process. For all of you that are probably following along already know that. I got this tank pretty much stripped down. I cleaned out the inside. It's been sitting not really that bad inside at all. It does smell a little bit like old gas. Nothing to be panicked about. Being on day 2, we got, I don't know, 10 more parts for Dana to grind down, me to paint, but unfortunately, it is about to dump rain. If you have ever painted anything, humidity is not good for painting. So with this part, I'm just gonna clean it up, get these sort of rough edges out, because you can try to smooth it as much as I can. I'm gonna try to attempt to pull this fat dent out that's right here, because it's bad. This gas tank is quite costly, and I was told that they're on back order, and I don't have time to wait. So I'm gonna make this look as good as possible. It is mechanically okay, so that is the most important part. And 2, it's gonna look real nice when I'm done. So let's get started on this process. What?
Gross.
Oh, it's really bad, yeah. Getting a lot smoother. So we got some acetone I've had for a while, but it works. And then this is the rear end that I haven't even begun to ground down anything yet, so we'll get to that. But this is our objective at the second. I do this a few times to kind of get that dust that's built up. Then I usually blow it off with some compressed air. This is why we clean. worried about you. We're wrapping up day 2, part 2 of our Jaguar restoration series here. Have the rear end. I didn't do a lot on it today. I pressure washed the hell out of it yesterday. We did a bunch of other much more important things. So this is what the shackle's attached to. We cleaned up, prepped, painted. They look really nice now. That's gonna look really nice. These are little things that go down to the lower control arm. These are kind of mounts and kind of bump stops. So I wanted to paint these up. I'm gonna paint them to be a dual contrast color, but we're wrapping these parts up. Hardware down here, Dana ground all of these down very nicely. She wire wheeled them all, and the wire wheel bit her a little bit. She has some battle wounds. Not always easy, but I appreciate it. Hard work and dedication gets you a long way. But let's go look at some of the parts that are finished. Our beautiful Bentley came back from the exhaust shop today. This is a car that came in. Essentially, this is charity work we're doing for a friend. This is not our usual inventory. Show me. Crunchy. That's nice. That's what you get with a Mopar. All right, here are some beautiful parts. Drying, they're already dried, but I want to let them cure more. Make sure the paint is stuck, but look how beautiful. They have turned out so well. I'm very happy. When you spend hours and hours and hours, I don't know how many hours we're into this, probably like 35 by this point. It's nice to see the fruits of your labor. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy. Things are coming along very nicely on this Jag project so far. You can see it's gutless now. No more rear axle. We're gonna clean all of this up here, but you're gonna have to stay tuned for part 3, 4, and wherever this ends because it's just gonna keep going because that's how restorations work. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Everything's fine.